Hey, welcome back to Fixing Things. Man, it's a good day today. Just let my puppies out. My wife told me I need to have water. She says I'm not getting enough water. She says I'm not getting enough electrolytes. Oh, man, she says I gotta take this trash out. You know, yesterday was a battle. And I thought it was gonna be a nice short video, but it was a battle. Oh, man, what? My wife, she's like Hercules or something. Pick up that big old trash bag. Anyways, yesterday, I fixed that gas tank on the me-haul truck for the second time. For the second time. This time I think we got it. Oh. It's the trash truck. Today, I'm doing something. I hope it's not going to be an all-day project. I thought yesterday for sure. My water, put it in the shade. I thought for sure that this was going to be an easy fix. I mean, look at all that rust. All that rust. Oh, amazing. All the trash that was up inside, and look how bad this. I ordered a brand new one. Factory brand new one. Yeah. I mean, look at these bolts. These little bolts. They still work, but they're like the part that goes down in the tank where the bolt went through. It's like it's smaller on one piece. So we're gonna put all this back together. Probably be next week. We're probably gonna do a bunch of things next week. Oh, sun's already baking down. Let's get the. Oh yeah, I got. Whew, I smell it from here. The gas from the me-haul truck. Need to put a lid on that and put it in the shade. I'm gonna try to filter it out. Uh-oh. Today I'm gonna try to stay in the shade. I got way too much heat last night. Look, my wife didn't put Bumblebee away. Oh, it's okay, I'll do it for her. She wants me to power wash some stuff for her too. So today we're working on the tailgates of the me-haul truck. The me-haul truck's coming together. There's a wasp in here, a hornet or something. A couple of them. How are they coming up in here? They need to get on out of here. I can tell you that right now. I ain't even playing around. They get out on here. Anyways, the tailgate. It's time for a tailgate. I mean, because I can't go to Kentucky with the stuff falling out the back because I got to get me a trailer. I got to get the Pinto running. And I got to have this truck ready to go 100%. Because this is going to be the lifeline, besides my Lord Jesus Christ, that's going to get me to Kentucky and back. So my plans are, we're going to go to Kentucky for the Ford Fest, Holly Ford Fest. Then after, we're going to go to the Noah's Ark exhibit in Kentucky, and then take a different route back. We're going to come down and go down 40, then come up to Bowling Green, then go up to the Ark exhibit, then go 64 all the way back home. and I need this truck. This truck's got to make it there with no problems. So that means not only do I got to get this truck running, I got to get it's got to have a good road test that I'm not going to have problems with. I don't want the brakes fading. I don't want the brakes locking up. I don't want the brakes doing all kinds of stuff. I don't want the engine having issues. It's been 20 years since it's been on the road. I want it. I want it 100%. It ain't got to be finished. It's just got to be 100% roadworthy. And I want a tailgate on this thing, because if I put in our luggage and stuff like that in the back, I don't want them going out on the road. I don't want to have to buy my wife some drawers or something. There's more rust. I don't want to go have to buy my wife some drawers when we get to Kentucky. Some new clothes and stuff. Now I'll wear the same clothes all week. All right. So what we're gonna do today is look at how rusty that jab is, and this is the good one, I think. I got two tailgates to make one tailgate to fit this truck. I may have a problem with this here. Looks like straight 90. This one looks curved in a little bit, so we may have to push that bed out a little bit somehow. May have to. We're gonna put the tailgate on, and then put the tailgate on and see what we need to do to that. It's gonna be hot, and it's been in the high in the 90s. It's gonna be up in the 90s again today, and I think I'm gonna work in the shade. All right, so let me get together. I gotta get a lid on that gas can, that old gas. All right, I'll see you in a minute. All right, let's take a look at this tailgate. So out of the two tailgates, I want them to have one good working tailgate. The handle moves easy, but the latch ain't moving. The rod's not even connected. And this piece is supposed to be in here. Now it's the rust hole. The face has got puck marks of rust all through it. The face is not, it's bad. It's crushed here. Rust all down through the bottom. Oh, it's thin. Definitely thin right here. Perfectly normal. Nice piece of trim, and it's got the chrome trim, which I do like. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be using this one. I can get a brand new tailgate on eBay for 280 bucks, and all you gotta do is put the hardware in it. And I have two tailgates to do hardware. Let's take a look at this other tailgate. All right, just from the glance, this tailgate looks a lot in better shape. The latch is solid. The cup that it holds in is solid. It's been off and beat around a few many times. I can hammer that back into submission. Drain holes are unplugged. Somebody's had this piece of trim off one time before. Put some self-tapping screws in it to hold it in. I do like this Ford emblem here on this trim piece. I believe it's held on by the backside through screws, but this is scary. Does got a little bit of repair work here. It's got nice edge guard on it. Let's take you around and look at this other side. This tailgate must have been standing up against a tree or something. That piece of almost quarter-inch steel is almost rusted in two. But the one that's hanging out the other side over there is the same side, and it looks brand new. So we may be able to use that one in place of this one here. This cup has seen better days. There, watch it. It could be a spider there. I think if we get this off, I think we're going to use this tailgate. Let's flip this one over and see what we got to work with. The rod is disconnected, and it's not connected to this side either. Oh yeah, it is. It's got the holes for the trim piece, but the trim piece is not there. I think a little WD-40 on that. I believe this is held in by bolts on the back side. Same thing as this. And if we're going to paint this thing today, I want that off. This one's smashed right through here. That one's got a nice one on it. Looks like somebody drove a nail through it. That's exactly, someone drove a... It's one of those shots like a nail gun. Pa-cha! Oh! Oh! Bonus, bonus. Tailgate protector. Looks like all the drain holes, everything is solid. It's got a tailgate protector here. This is the tailgate we want to use. We want to take that latch off, get this latch working, all the mechanisms working in it. Take that thing off. Let's take this back piece off and see what we got to work with. All right, I want to looby-dooby all that up. That's missing a bolt there. And I shouldn't be taking this side off, but I'm going to looby-dooby it anyways. It's been on there a while. Someone used flat blade screws. Phillips up here, flat blade at the bottom. Yeah, that's a wrong size screwdriver. Probably use heavy duty self tappers here. These old type of screws here, man, this is like antique stuff. They didn't even use these when the truck was made. You can still get them in a hardware store. I don't know why anybody would use them. All right, we have to do something with these. May have to grind that one out of there. All right, drill out these pop rivets. I'm not sure if this is going to be salvageable. Somebody got one screw out of it one time before, and this one's loose. I think it's spinning. I think I may have some of those clips somewhere. Definitely going to need a clip there too, because I just broke that one. Guess I need some gloves. Used to be blue. Used to be new. Hopefully all my parts are I need is on the other one. This piece should slide out now. Yep. Yep, definitely had a mouse house going in there. So these things just kind of turn and lock into place. And that's the spring that does the return mechanism. Gives it slack. This thing's in rough shape. I mean, there's barely any metal holding on there. That's when you have your tailgate down, that holds all the weight. Hopefully the bolt ain't broke off inside it. Alright, let's see if we can get the one off of that side over there and see what's going on. Okay, that was good. This one's in much better shape. Alright, see if we can't get the mouse house out of there. These little nuts are not supposed to come out. There's just not enough metal there. All right, I guess I'm gonna have to put some brake clean on there and give me some fresh metal there. And tack these nuts into place. I think I'll tack that on there, get this in behind it, and tack it onto the thing. Now we got to figure out how to weld that inside here. All right, so I got the nut welded onto the washer, and I grinded the one off. I didn't need to grind the other one. It went in just fine. And this one is going to slide in, and there wasn't enough room right through here. Now we just got to tack these in place somehow. All right, before I weld it, I'm going to drill a hole on each side in the good metal so I can get penetration to the washer, because the rest of it it sucks. Safety. More mouse nests. Ain't much metal. Ain't much metal. Probably gonna catch what's left of that mouse nest on fire. All right. I only got to get it to make contact a little bit. I got a hole here, hole here. I didn't want to drill there. And I got a hole here and a hole there. And if I have to, I can drill a hole up there, but that metal looks soft. Now I'll get that one in. All right, we got all this bolted together. Came out pretty good. Now we got to get our latch put back together. And I don't have the little plastic clips. So I think we're going to do some redneck ingenuity on them and see what we can come up with. All right, I think I got a little bit of redneck ingenuity still left in me. So I'm thinking either these Mama Jambas, which is spring steel heavy duty, or these light duty ones. I'm going to try the light duty ones first because all it was plastic before. These are Kleins. These bad boys cut through everything. Let's get this top one on first. So the game plan is to put that over that just like the original. Slide that. Okay, that's backwards. I'll put a zip tie to hold it in place. And I'll probably order the right pieces. In here. Operation, right? Think it needs more looby dooby on the hinge, the thingies. All right, now what? I guess we should try seeing if this thing fits back on the truck. Whew. All right, I believe the way these tailgates work is you take one hinge off, put it on the tailgate, then put the tailgate in place, and then bolt it back on. You can only do one side, one when it's down, and one when it's up, and one when it's down. And of course, the nut just fell down. Both nuts just fell down. It's a nut plate. That makes it easy. I can slide it in through here. And I gotta take it back off because I want to pressure wash it and paint it. I'm not even sure if I want to take the trim off. All right, so we want to put this hinge piece in its place. And I believe you got to have it out and up, which is not going to be easy with one guy, especially after we get it painted. I'm definitely going to have to put some tarps or something down when we get ready to do that. I should probably put some tape. Let me do that. some tape on those spots. All right, I put some tape. All right, here goes nothing. All right, definitely something ain't right. It's not supposed to fall off the truck. I think the bed is sprung. I may have to shim the hinges out. Definitely going to have to shim the hinges out. I don't even know if this is going to work. My water. I could extend. I don't know. This may not even latch anymore. It's going to work. I need to shim all this stuff up. Cut the heck out of my hand. All right, I'll make shims for that one first, then this one. I'm thinking about a 1/2 inch per side. What a fine mess I got myself into, Ollie. This one's unlatching, the other one ain't. What'd I do with my pry bar? Probably knocked myself off the truck. It's on there. I gotta adjust this inward some. Oh, I think that takes like a number 3. Number 3, 3, 3. Let me get a big bit in my impact. All right. Of course, the heat is messing with the thing. And so I loosened the screws up. I tapped it over with a hammer. I rebent these. They were kind of binding. And let's see. That's good. Seems to be fairly solid. Let's see what happens. Boom. All right. I need to clean up some mess, get all the electrical junk out of the way, get the pressure washer hooked up. Also got a pressure washer, some stuff for my wife. Let's get that going. All right, I'm gonna go pick up my wife's concrete things. Do I need my gloves? Nah. I sprayed this down already and wiped it. I need to get me some more of this stuff. It's not finished. I got to do some body work on it. It's got some holy spots right here, and I'm not going to attempt. They got some kind of funky screws and stuff going on. I'm not going to take that off. I'm going to sand it all down and paint it just like it is. Okay, I know you're going to be saying, why are you going to leave it like that? I'm running out of daylight and I'm hot. I'm just glad I got my wife's stuff power washed. But I got it on, and it took both tailgates to get one to work. And I guess there's some spread going on. There's a gappage. I don't know what size that gappage is supposed to be, but I had to space out the hinges or it would fall off. But I think it looks good and it's working. I'm going to order up those little clips. So we'll get that. And so next week, we're going to put back the fuel tank, put back together. We're going to put a three-way switch on it. We'll probably put the trim. People have been saying, that looks like you cut it out with a spoon. I did the best I could with what I got. There was no way to make a precise measurement cut with what I had. So I did what I did. But it's going to need trim on there anyway, so I got some heavy-duty 3M trim that will go up and around and on top of that, and it'll look like brand new. We'll get the tailgate painted next week. Gas tank done. I still got to do some supporting on the bed. I forgot to weld this bracket to the bed. It goes up and down. We'll get that, and it's coming along. I got all the new bulbs and stuff for the lights, and we got the blinkers in the front. I got to wire in. Everything's working. Headlights are working. I got to order up a horn. And after that, I'm going to the DMV to get this thing registered. Going to the DMV. Going to the DMV. While we'll paint the tailgate, we'll also do something with the boxes. Some people have suggested that I continue the orange line across, going across and go across the tank, and leave the bottom black, and do the same thing to the other side, which I think is a pretty good idea. If it doesn't look good, then I'll paint the whole thing. I mean, it's no biggie. It's no biggie at all. I can paint I think the boxes would be okay. Orange all the way down, because the tail of the fender comes all the way down and the tail of these fenders come down. Painting the boxes and the tank, and we'll leave the straps black. I think that would be a nice offset. We still got to finish painting up the fuel tank, painting up behind the fuel tank, and we got to paint the doors and the cowl. Well, the bottom of the doors are done. The top of the doors are not. And I cannot get the mirrors off. The mirrors, I got to paint around those mirrors. That was a bigger project than I thought it was going to be. I was hoping I was just going to swap some parts over. Oh no, I had to modify. Everything I do, I got to modify. I got to fix things. That's what I do. And I'm not sure if I can get all that done next week, what we were talking about, because I got to go install another HVAC system over at Roger's trailer over there. This one's going to be a regular heat pump with putting into coils and everything like that. So, God bless each and every one of you. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Look at that tailgate. Man, it does look good though. Especially after I power washed it. It does look good. Too bad that thing ain't orange. Man, that thing would be bad. I like this one. This has got the XLT trim package on it. That one has got the brown log had the lariat. Both the lariat and the XLT had the trim. Oh, maybe that was an XLT, the brown log over there. Because the trim went all the way around. And I think just the lariat just comes around here. I don't know. You don't catch me lying. I don't want to be lying. We got to figure out something to do here also. If you got any ideas, I'm thinking maybe a step or a valance, and maybe a hideaway toolbox sliding in the old ramp, what's left of the ramp thing. That's what I'm thinking. Any ideas, I'd appreciate it. I got to get off of this project. I got to get this project done. I'm only allowing about 2 weeks left, and then this project has got to go on the back burner. I just want to get it ready to ride to Holly Ford Fest, because that has to be the next priority. And the next priority is that thing has got to get a V8 engine in it that's sitting over there in the brown log. I don't even know what shape it is. I don't even know if it turns over. It's been sitting in the woods for 20 years. This motor runs, but it's only a 2300 cc, 2.3 liter, whatever you want to say. But I can't do burnouts with the 2.3 liter, because we want to do the Autobahn course, we want to do the burnout course, and maybe even a little bit of drag racing, all down there at Holly Ford Fest. That's what I'm talking about. God bless you. I'll see you on the next Fixing Things with Pastor Bill. Great time of day. Look at that tailgate. Whew. It was a thing. Man, it was so hot, the camera was shutting off. Oh, man. Then I dropped it on the ground 2 or 3 times. I'm glad it didn't break. It's going to look good. It's got some little wavies up in here, but I think it's going to be all right. Whew. I see you.